Okay, so just let me delete this. Okay, so cropping systems or combinations. Okay, so the first one we will talk about is monocropping. So monocropping. Okay, so that is an example I'll give you here. Is example I'll mention is planting wheat year after year in the same field. Okay, so monocropping, let me write down, is when the field is used to grow. So mono means one, only one crop, season after season. So what are the disadvantages? So there are a lot of disadvantages. First of all, it is difficult to maintain the cover of, so cover on the soil. Okay, it also encourages pests. So let me write down here, encourages pests, diseases, weeds, and also it reduces soil fertility. Okay, so there it reduces soil fertility. Okay, and 100% damage of soil, so damages the soil structure. So these are the disadvantages of monocropping. Let's come to the next one, that is crop rotation. Okay, so let me just clear this. Yes, so we'll talk about the next one, that is crop rotation. Okay, so here I will tell you, give you an example of planting maize. So example, planting maize 1 year. Okay, and I plant beans the next year. Okay, so crop rotation means changing of crop, type of crops grown in the field each season, every year, or each year, by changing from crops to fallow. So one crop you grow this year, the next year, or maybe in a year you can change into two types of crops. Okay, so crop rotation is a key principle of agriculture conservation, because it improves the soil structure and fertility, and because it helps to control weeds, then pests. So this is all done in a small proportion, because you're continuously on, you're cleaning the soil. So that is why it protects the soil from weeds, pests and diseases. Okay, now we'll come to the next type of doing the system of cropping, that is sequential. So sequential means coherent, coming in one after the other, so that's called as coherent. Okay, so let's write down here, sequential cropping. So sequential cropping. Okay, so here I'll also give you an example of maize. So example, planting maize in the long rains, then beans during the short rains. Okay, so sequential cropping involves growing two crops in the same field, one after the other in the same year. So what happens, in some places there is a low rainy season, rainy season is long enough to grow two crops, either two main crops or one main crop followed by a cover crop. So it all depends on the land. Okay, so growing crops, two crops may also be possible if there is a rainy season which is very long and for 3-4 months, and there is enough moisture left in the soil to grow a second crop. So that is why this sequential cropping is very helpful for places where there's a prolonged rainfall, where there's a lot of moisture to retain back, so that there is another crop which can be cultivated. Coming to the next one we will talk about is intercropping. Yes, just let me delete this. Okay. So the next one is intercropping. So I'll give you examples here. So examples, yes, planting, alternating, so alternating the rows of maize. So rows of maize and beans, or growing a cover crop in between the cereal rows. So in between the cereal, suppose 3-4 places you have grown cereal and then the other places you have grown maize. Okay, cereal rows. Now intercropping, let me explain some more explanation I'll give you so that you understand. So intercropping means growing two or more crops in the same field. So this is very important, in the same field at the same time. So I have seen this happening in a place which I recently had gone, that is Panchgani. So Panchgani, I have seen this intercropping happening, and in between strawberries there is a cabbage grown, and again strawberries are grown, and again cabbage is grown. So that is an intercropping in between. Maybe this is the way there there is enough space and between, and that saves the pests and diseases also to happen. Okay, now similarly in this same fashion, there is another term called as mixed intercropping. So let me just delete this. Okay, so mixed intercropping. Okay, so what does this mean? See, the distribution of the seeds of both the crops, or putting the seeds without, so there is no row arrangement. Okay, simultaneously you keep on sow the seeds, so without any row arrangement. Okay, so this process is called as inter or mixed intercropping. Okay, so it is very easy. Why is it done? See, it is easy to do, but also it makes weeding, fertilization and harvest. So there is a disadvantage for mixed intercropping and harvesting, because you're not left space and you're just randomly doing it. So it makes these three things very difficult: weeding, to remove the weeds, to put fertilizers, or harvesting, it becomes very difficult. Now why is it so? Because individual plants may have a competition or may compete with each other, because they have enough space and freedom, so they can enter and intertwine themselves in as creepers, especially. So what happens is they are very close to each other, and that is why this is the problem which arises. So individual plants may compete with each other because they are too close together. Okay, let me just continue some more points of this. Okay, so planting the main crop in rows and then spreading the seeds of the intercrop, so that is called as cover crop. Okay, so this is what I had to speak about mixed intercropping. Now we'll come to the next one, that is row intercropping. So row intercropping. Okay, so what do you mean by this here? Planting both the main crop and also the intercrop in rows. So this is called as this is called as row intercropping. Okay, and now some more elements of this point. So the rows make weeding and harvesting easier than mixed intercropping. Okay, now let's come to the next type of variety. So yes, we'll come to the next one, that is called as stir cropping. So example I will give here is, let me write it down. Example: planting alternating strips of maize, soybean, finger, millet. Okay, now star cropping, very important point, involves planting broad strips of several crops in the field. Now each strip is 39 meters wide. Now on the slopes, the strips can be laid out, in order to prevent erosion. So this way what happens is, the next year the farmer can rotate crops by planting each strip with a different crop. So what are the advantages here? Let me just clear this.